Well, we get set for game number 2. First game ended in a draw, an honorable draw. Both teams played hard. Both goalkeepers were superlative, but I kind of love the way the Bath goalie, who obviously is much younger, he handled himself really well. I was really impressed. Hassan Harvey, of course, is more seasoned, and you expect that from he had a spectacular save, Harvey. But that youngster, generally speaking, he was under more pressure, and he handled himself well. He acquitted himself really well. So the Dominica team is in purple, like the Joyce and Libert Primary School, and then yellow is the Hard Times team. And the action starts with the kick for the yellow team, Hard Times. So last game was a draw for the Hard Times team against the Youths, and the Dominicans won over the Bath team. Don't know if it was the same goalie, but right away Dominica applying some pressure here, pushing aggressively forward. The ball has been knocked out. So right away Dominica getting a corner kick. They seem to be very aggressive. So I don't know if it's the same goalkeeper. And here's a corner kick. And still Dominica with a possible run through here. It's going to be a corner kick again for Dominica. So right away in the early exchanges, Dominica applying a lot of pressure here. Not the best of kicks. The ball goes out. So it would have been interesting to find out if it was the same goalkeeper when Dominica won that game against Bath 3-1, because what I saw tonight, he kept out virtually everything that the youths threw at him. So it's going to be Hard Times ball. These little children could be in some danger here. But I think parent now calling. They're too close to the line. Those balls hit hard. She's taking a sweet time. Well, she's trying to run fast now. Well, here goes on the pitch. The action continues. Hard Times now trying to apply some pressure going forward. Knocks it forward. Hard Times still with the touch. Going forward now. Hard Times. He has to cross. He hooks the man. Hooks again. Maybe holding the ball too long. And now under pressure, Hard Times with the Dominica team pushing forward, trying to go onto the right flank. He's running the line now. Tries to shake that man. Passes back. Gets some help. He drives, trying to go further onto the left flank. Hard Times heads and keeps it in. Hard Times with a side kick. But the Dominica team still going forward there on the left flank, being heavily marked, but he pushes off now. Aggressively drives. Anybody home? Here's a possible chance. The goalkeeper goes down, grabs onto it. Dominica team really applying serious pressure here, but good save there by the goalie for Hard Times. Now he boots it out. Good strong goal kick. And Hard Times trying to shake that man. Pushes forward. Goes on the right flank. Moving a bit slowly. The Dominica player was moving more quickly. Pushes it to his goalie. Grabs onto it. Boots it out. Not the best of kicks. That's a lazy looking play there by the goalkeeper. Now Hard Times trying to defend because the Dominica team has been busy, I think. The Dominica team definitely showing more energy in these early exchanges. Seem to be a very aggressive team. Now with the flooring, not quite. Decides to go in the other direction, putting pressure on his team. Got away with it though on that occasion. No, trying to push forward. Hard times with a possible opening here. And here's a possible chance. Here's a possible chance. Here's a possible chance. But he kicks it away. So it was right in front of the goal. But number 5 for the Dominica team, they're arguing amongst themselves now. Maybe saying who failed who on that occasion. But he managed to clear the danger last possible moment. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Hard Times team. And I think it's going to be taken by Morton. Morton normally has a very strong throw. He's going to throw it basically down here by the goal. They might know that. They might not know that. It's right in that general area. Headed there. Oh, missed the kick there, the Hard Times player. Hard Times pushes forward more on the left flank. But the Dominica plays aggressive. Knocks him asunder. And headed there by Dominica player. Dominica now on the offensive, and ball being knocked around and knocked out. So you get the impression that this is going to be a fast-paced game because Hard Times not being allowed to breathe. The way that the Dominica team is approaching this game, fast-paced and showing a lot of energy. So here's a throw-in for the Dominica team. Here he goes. He's going to drive from there. Knew he was going to drive from there. And taken away now. Pushing forward. And still, oh, he misses. It was right across to him. He just didn't get there. Out it goes. So Dominica with the throw-in. Good strong throw. Off the head of the player. Drives. One time attempted. Goalkeeper is in position, grabs onto it. And what will he do? Will he roll it out? Will he kick it out? He kicks it out. Good strong kick. Anybody home? Headed there by the Dominica player. No, Morton at the top of the game. Pushes forward. The man is going to not keep it in. Too hard, I guess. And out it goes. So, the Dominica team. Now, number 8 with the throw-in. There is the throw-in. Now, Hard Times trying to defend here. But Dominica going forward. Dominica setting up a nice play on the right flank. Can he keep it in? He's running the line. He goes down. Aggressive play there, but it's against the Dominica player. And so it's going to be Hard Times with the ball. No, it's not going to be Hard Times. Thought I saw the assistant referee pointing to this direction. It's going to be, let's see whose ball. It's going to be the Dominica team's ball. And it's going to be a free kick from pretty close to the line. So, danger here for Hard Times. Pressure on the goalkeeper. Pressure on the defense. It's a good kick off the head of the Hard Times player. Danger cleared for the moment. Hard Times now trying to apply some pressure. But Dominica gets there first. And so knocking it around nicely. Exchanging quickly. Goes further on the left flank. Still, but he's trying to pass it around nicely. Dominica. Hard Times not getting the touch. Dominica still in control. Hard Times finally gets a touch and then the whistle goes. So is that another free kick for Hard Times for Dominica? It would appear so. So Dominica wins another free kick. So more pressure on the Hard Times defense here. And you must say that for the moment, Dominica has applied more pressure. These early exchanges going their way. Here it goes. There's the kick. Chips it nicely. Headed nicely there by the Hard Times defense. Dominica, however, wins the ball back. Drives now. Headed again by Hard Times. Cool. Now Hard Times a little flustered, but controlling. Hard Times, yellow. Taken away by Dominica. Dominica in that cluster. Dominica, man goes down again. Let's see whose call this will be, because it looks as if he was trying to do a sliding tackle, but they have won another free kick. So Dominica applying more pressure, and this one is from close range. So then I would imagine he'll be driving hard. It will be a powerful right booter from here, or left booter. Let's see which one he chooses. Let's see what his option is at this point. Giving some directions to his teammates. It's going to be a hard kick either way. Goalkeeper comes away with it. Good work by the goalie for Hardtimes. Intercepting nicely and grabbing onto it with both hands. Now he rolls it out. That normally spells danger. Pressure on himself early, because with the aggressive play of the Dominicans, you don't roll out the ball that short. Dominica applying pressure here. Hardtimes defending stoutly here, but Dominica still applying pressure. The ball is with the Hardtimes team. He's trying to clear the danger, running the line somewhat here, and the ball goes out. And it seems as if it's going to be a throw-in for the Hardtimes team, but they have been pressurized there by the Dominica team. Dominica players seem to be pretty fit. I don't know how fit the Hardtimes players are, but Dominica looking pretty good at this point. Morton with the kick, and Hardtimes running the left flank. Now taken away by Dominica, taken away by Hardtimes. Hardtimes trying to go forward, trying a solo run here, but Dominica pretty quick, intercepting well, taking the ball off him and hooking his way through, and the ball goes out. Dominica with the throw-in. Good strong throw-in here. Hardtimes under pressure once more. Knocks it towards his goalie. He's under pressure. Slides and kicks it away. So, Hardtimes under some pressure in these early exchanges. It's going to be a corner kick. Low, flat kick. Headed away by the Hardtimes defender. Now Hardtimes with a possible run through. But the Dominicans, they're quick. They are staying with him, staying with the program. He's open. How does he handle it? Pushes off now. Anybody home? Goalkeeper is out, dives, and the ball is free. Misses. He can't believe it. He just had the goal, an empty goal, and number 8 went wide of the upright. Just the empty goal. Goalkeeper was flat on his face, and he felt pressured, peeled off a right booter, and went wide of the upright. One spectator shouting that number 8 needs to be subbed. He wouldn't feel happy about that. He wouldn't want to see that replay either. Now the Dominicans with the goal kick. That's not the best of goal kicks. Just a short pass, pressuring himself here, pressuring himself, trying to clear the danger though. Having made the initial mistake, he wants to clear that mistake and correct it. But those little short passes from the goalkeeper normally sometimes create problems for the team, as was the case on that occasion. Hardtimes comes away with the throw-in, headed by the Dominica defender. Dominica trying to go forward now on the offensive. Dominica with the touch. Dominica goes further right on the right flank, pushing forward nicely. Pushing forward. Whoa, great defensive work there. Sends him flying. And the ball goes flying as well. So yet another corner kick for the Dominica team. Headed away. Will he keep it in? No. Goes out. Now the throw-in. Dominica peels off a left booter. Stopped by the bad player. The whistle goes. Now the ball being knocked around by the Dominicans players. Here goes now. Hardtimes staying close. He puts his teammate under pressure by going back towards him. It goes out, so it's going to be a throw-in for Hardtimes. So Hardtimes now can apply some pressure of their own. Number 8 would be hoping to rectify what he messed up earlier. Would be hoping for another opportunity. Hardtimes, ball being knocked around. Hardtimes defending. Dominica trying to go forward. Hardtimes comes over with it. Hardtimes going wide on the left flank. He's open, but now being pressured. Pushes forward now with a possible chance. How does he handle it? Peels off a right booter, but that's a marble. Oh, that's as soft as they come. And the goalkeeper could have waited on one knee, genuflecting and waiting on it, and just locked it in easily. Driven forward now. Nicely stopped by the Hardtimes player. So Hardtimes trying to defend. Dominica trying to go forward. Dominica with the touch. Dominica going forward. Hardtimes all over him though. And let's see who comes over with it. Hardtimes with the touch. Goes wide on the right flank. More central now. Exchanges between the two teams and the ball goes out. Oh, it's going to be a throw-in. Pretty windy here at the Mondo. Breezy. Cool evening. Make that cold. Ball goes out. Morton with the throw-in. It's going to be a strong throw-in, I could tell you. Really strong throw-in. Headed there by the Dominica player out. The two Hardtimes players having a bit of a confab, planning their strategy here. Number 8, who messed up with that possible goal earlier. He wants to do this. Let's see how he does it. Low flat kick and right in front of the goal again. Headed and goes wide. Hardtimes with another possible chance. That goes a begging. Pressure on the Dominicans there. And so even though the Dominicans have had the most chances and probably played the better game so far, I think Hardtimes have had the 2 biggest chances to score and messed up. Drives nicely into it. Hardtimes comes over with it. Morton, quick pass there, trying to go forward, maybe delaying too much with it. Dominica comes over with it, goes towards the left flank, but Hardtimes intercepts nicely. Hardtimes comes over with the touch. Hardtimes passes it around now. Morton controlling the play, passes off nicely onto the, but Dominica intercepts nicely. Now with a possible chance, Dominica trying to run through. Knocks it towards his goalkeeper, who knocks it forward. So Dominica responding with a poor kick there, way away from the upright. So it's going to be a goal kick now for the Hardtimes team. And one of those just poor passes from the goalkeeper, applying pressure to his team early. There's a possible, well, what's the call? It's going to be a kick for the Hardtimes team. Morton has asked for it, I think. Let's see how he will handle this. He's maybe going to pass because he's asking his players to go a little behind. Or is he going to drive to the goal? He's going wide on the right flank too hard and out. So he was trying to set up the play on the right flank, but hit it too hard. There again, the goalkeeper just barely rolled it out. Again, applying pressure on himself early, but the whole knocked out. Poor work there by the Dominica player. Very poor work. Instead of going forward, he just swung it to the left and out. Hardtimes with the touch, Hardtimes with the touch, Hardtimes. Hardtimes still with the touch, knocks it forward on the right flank. Dominica though is in control for the moment. Knocks it to his goalkeeper. Pressure being applied. He can't hold it. That's a That's it, gone in. That's gone in. Is it number 8? Is it number 8? I think he has rectified things. Well, well, well. Poor work by the Dominicans on that occasion. They would be very disappointed with that. An argument, of course, between the teammates there, but Hardtimes has scored. A little mess up this time. Number 8, I think it was. There were 2 players there, but I think number 8 got the final touch and knocked it in. So he messed up earlier, and he has redeemed himself. So 1-0. And even though Dominica, as I said, had the better of the early exchanges, Hardtimes would have had the best chances to score and just scored 1. Could have been 3. No, Hardtimes come to with it, applying more pressure. Dominica a little bit winded here. Hardtimes setting up the play. Hardtimes, out it goes. Seems to be some argument now between the Dominicans. One goal to nil. Hardtimes has scored, but it's a way long time before the conclusion of this game, so anything can still happen. Dominica trying to come back and trying to come back early. Drives into it now. Headed there by the Hardtimes player, but Dominica comes over with it. Dominica at the top. Dominica looking aggressive here. Dominica looking aggressive. And Hardtimes comes over with it. So Hardtimes trying to set up the play on the left flank here. Oh, he's brought down. And let's see, it's against the Dominica player. So it's going to be Hardtimes free kick. Referee indicating that it's going to be a free kick for Hardtimes. Now let's see how Hardtimes sets up this play. Chips it forward. Can he keep it in? He pushes him. Now, I always wonder about this. And he's going to call him. He's going to call him because it's sight. Referee sight. He says, okay, you don't push people like that. I saw you. You don't push people like that. And giving him a little warning there. But he definitely pushed him. I always wondered about that. How legitimate is that? Obviously, it's not legit. Now, Dominica knocking the ball around on the right flank. Same player, number 4, side kicks it to his teammate who pushes it forward. And the whistle goes. Offside flag goes up. The assistant referee right on the spot. So, here goes once more. That's Morton chipping it further right here, knocked in nicely by the Hardtimes player. Hardtimes, well, the Dominica team defending stoutly, but Hardtimes with the touch. Hardtimes with the touch. Goes right up. Morton knocks it forward, and the offside whistle goes. Flag goes up. That's Jasmine Charles. And it's nice to see the females really into this game big time. Thibault, of course, one of the top female assistant referees in the federation as well. And so nice to see the females right in the action. Here goes now Dominica trying to go forward, stopped by the Hardtimes player. Hardtimes now with the touch. What does he do? Trying to turn, being pressured. And the ball still exchanges between the two teams here. Hardtimes, sorry. And Dominica came through like a bulldozer. The whistle went. And it seems as if it's against Hardtimes. So it's going to be a free kick. Ordain is the referee, police officer. So he's going to be pretty firm out there. So here goes. Drives into that. Heads go up. And the ball has been knocked clear. Player goes down. Referee says it's going to be a goal kick for Hard Times. So, let's see who. It's a kick here for Hard Times. That looks like Morton. Now the action continues on the right flank with Hard Times pushing forward. Stop there. Well, knocked out by the Dominica player. It's going to be a flooring for Hard Times. So here's the flooring. Here's the flooring. It's a good strong flooring. But the Dominica player gets into it early, knocking it out again. So another flooring for Hard Times. This time he goes more central. Knocked back to him, kept in. Now Hard Times still with the touch. Driven nicely forward. Number 8 off the head. Goalkeeper has a lot of space to grab on. Oh, that's poor work. That's poor work. He just barely chips it out there to his teammate. You'll probably have to say got away with it because now on the offensive is the Dominica team going forward. Good sliding tackle there. But Dominica still comes away with it, swings it to the center, and still Dominica being pressured here. Being pressured, passes back now to his teammate. And on the left flank now, Hard Times defending against totally sliding tackle. Hard Times now with the touch. Hard Times trying to come forward. I think that's number 8. Here's a little run through here. Possible run through. The goalkeeper though is quicker and gets there quickly, shielded by his teammate. This time he wheels it out to his left-handed and all. And now getting some space here, the Dominica defender. Now he hesitated slightly. Now not controlled there by Morton, but he recovers quickly. And Dominica with the touch, Morton back with the touch. Hard Times now trying to go forward, control, chips it, but too hard, leaves the man stranded. He was hit too hard, he just couldn't get to control it. So it's going to be a throw-in. There is the throw-in. Dominica with the throw-in. There's a throw-in, and Dominica with the touch passes back to his teammate who will try to pass it back to him. Repeat. Now he goes center. Number 4 gets a good quick pass upfield. And let's see. Hard Times now running the left flank. A nice push through. Trying to shake that man. Passes more center, but Dominica intercepts well. Dominica pushing forward now. Passes off nicely. Dominica trying to go clear. Loses it for the moment. Now he's back with Hard Times. Hard Times with the ball. Hard Times running the left flank. Passes more center. Morton passes off quickly. Can he keep it in? He fails. There's a throw-in. Toss up for ball control. Dominica comes over with it. Still, number 8 though. The whistle goes as he was shaking that man. Audience says no, it's against you, Hard Times. So it's going to be Dominica's ball. Free kick. Going to be taken quickly. Drives. Angles it. Missed there by the defender for Hard Times. Dominica comes over with it. Tries to cross. There's a possible chance. And it's gone in. It's gone in. Dominica scored, leaving the goalkeeper flat-footed as he was diving away to his left. And so Dominica has equalized. It's 1 goal all. They were threatening to do that all game long, and they have finally done so. 1 goal to 1 is the scoreline. Now the action resumes. Hard Times with the touch trying to come forward. Hard Times on the right flank. The ball has been knocked out. So let's see whose ball it's going to be. It's going to be Dominica's ball. So it's going to be a throw-in for Dominica. Good strong throw too. Headed nicely there by Morton. Chipped back by the Dominica player. Morton trying to rush through. Well, tussle for ball control. It's going to be a throw-in for Dominica. A little closer. 2 steps closer. And Change of decision. It's going to be hard time slow. Apparently, the Dominica player rushed to grab the ball without getting the indication from the referee. So it's going to be a throw in. Morton is going to throw it a long distance, asking the players to be ready for that. That's the flow. That's the flow. This is a good, strong flow. But the Dominica defenders responding quickly. Nice head. Nice work there by Dominica, trying to go forward. Now Morton chips it forward on the left flank. Dominica defenders all over them though, trying to come forward. He is driving. Anybody home can't keep it in. But he has kept it in. Well, they're arguing whether or not he was out. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Dominica team. So, Dominica with the goal kick. Good strong toe. Headed out by Morton. Going to be a throw-in for Dominica. There's a throw-in. Ball has been knocked around in that danger half for Dominica, but he's going to clear that now with a good strong kick on the left flank. Good interception there by the Hardtimes player. But the whistle is gone. And let's see what Ordain is indicating. It's going to be a kick for Hardtimes. 1 goal all in this very exciting tussle between these two teams. Trying to push forward now, Hardtimes. Trying to run the right flank. Dominica, though, defending stoutly, gets to the ball quickly. Pushes quickly, though, but Hardtimes with a possible run through. On the right flank, how close is this? And kept in nicely. Great reflex action there by the Dominica player to keep it in. Now he has some space to relax passes, short passes. What he's going to do, short passes still. Being pressured there by Morton. And he is being called by Ordain. Morton not happy with the call, but Ordain is saying it was a play from behind. So it's going to be a free kick for Dominica. There's a free kick. Good strong kick upfield. Heads go up. Dominica with the touch. Man goes down. It looks as if it's Morton again. And another call by the referee. It's going to be another free kick for Dominica from close range now. So Hardtimes will have to defend. He passes off quickly while they were trying to adjust, and then he peels off and it hits the crossbar and goes over. Maybe the goalkeeper got a touch on it, but it was a good strong kick. And let's see if he got a touch on it. If he got a touch on it, it will be a corner kick. If not, he just hit the crossbar and went over, then it will be a goal kick. So let's see what the result will be. It looks as if it's going to be a corner kick. So apparently the goalkeeper pulled off a spectacular save, went high. There's the corner kick. The ball has been headed out. And it looks as if it's going to be a goal kick now. The action continues. Hardtimes passes the ball on the left flank, being pressured by the Dominica team. Dominica now with a possible push through. Dominica now with a possible run through. Dominica now. The Hardtimes players all over him. Takes the ball away. Now Hardtimes with a possible run through. But Dominica staying close to him, marking him tight. And maybe even committed an offense because the whistle is gone. So it's going to be a free kick now for the Hardtimes team. 1 goal all the situation here. Both teams trying to get the ball. The referee will make a ruling. It's going to be Hardtimes ball. Needs some space for that free kick. So he orders the space. And there goes the kick. Chips it forward. The Dominica player misses with the kick. Can he keep it in? No, not quick enough. That's poor work, but still poor work. It hasn't gone far. And let's see what the referee will rule. He says it's against Hard Times. So it's going to be a kick for the Dominica team. He goes into his defensive half. Not probably the best thing to do. Well, he has gotten away with it, I would think. He's running the left flank now, being pressured by the Hard Times players. And the ball has been knocked out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Dominica team. There's a throw-in, quickly taken. It is just a short pass. Still Dominica with the ball. Still Dominica. Still Dominica. Short passes taken away by Hard Times, but not for long. And the ball goes out. It's going to be Hard Times ball, according to the assistant referee. So let's see if Morton is going to take the throw. No, not on this occasion. There's a throw-in. And Hard Times, no. Dominica clears the danger. Good, strong response there. Good response also by, so quick responses. The ball is aerial. The goalkeeper is out. Grabs onto it. So, just rolls it out. And the Dominica player is clear. He's open. Passes off to his teammate. Being heavily marked though. And ball being knocked around by, Dominica with a possible chance. Dominica with a possible chance. And hits the upright. Peels off a quick right booter. Hits the upright. A little bit of an error there in the defense for Hard Times. Quick reaction, quick response by the Dominica player. But just a little off target. So, again, not the best of kicks by the goalkeeper this time from Hard Times. You don't want to see yourself being pressured as soon as you have a goal kick. Kept in by Hard Times, running the left flank, being kicked out there by the Dominica player with some emphasis, deciding early that that's what he wants to do. So Morton is going to take the throw this time. That's a strong throw. Dominica, however, will come away with it. Dominica pushes off nicely. Hard Times gets the touch as well. Quick exchanges. Dominica swings it nicely forward on the left flank. But Hard Times marking hard. Staying with the program. Keeps it in play. Hard Times running the right flank now. Hard Times trying to shake one. Hard Times. Dominica responds. Has it been kicked out? No, it's been kept. No, it's been kicked out. So, let's see whose ball. Let's see who gets the throw in. It's going to be Hard Times once more from further back. No, it's going to be a kick actually. So, let's see how this one is handled. He decides, well, the referee has said no. So he says, repeat. Let's do that again. So why not come forward rather than swing to the left? He has to go further back. That's the indication. Apparently that was the deal. So we need to boot it downtown. Oh, he has lost it. And Dominica with a possible run through passes back to his teammate, being pressured there by Hard Times, but he shakes two and passes off now. Hard Times with a possible run through. Hard Times being heavily marked, but he's holding the ball too long, I predict. And now he's trying to go forward. Hard Times still trying to go forward. The ball is loose. No. Dominica gets the touch. Dominica clears the danger for the moment. Dominica still with the touch, trying to go forward. Hard Times, the yellow all over him. Now it's Hard Times on the left flank, pushes forward. Here's a possible, he tried a one-timer. but he just didn't latch on to it. He got a boot to it, but he wasn't in control, and just barely got it on the tip of his boot, and he went away from the upright. Back with hard time, back with Dominica, sorry. And the whistle goes, sharp whistle. Must be pretty close to halftime. So the referee indicating where he wants him to take that kick from. So it's going to be number 6 to take that kick. There is the kick. He just decides to go short pass to his left, running the left flank now. Passes off now, running the left flank. Sliding tackle there, knocks it out. And that's the halftime whistle. 1-1 is the situation here at the Mondo. 1 goal to Hard Times, 1 goal to the Dominica team. We break. So it has been an exciting game so far, and we're just about to start the second half of this game. It's a 1 goal all situation, and the kick goes to the Dominica team. So 1 goal all. Referee Ordain stamps his authority, and he's going to indicate by whistle that he can kick. Dominica is kicking towards us now, right away, under pressure, and so it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, interesting. Dominica applying some pressure here. Goalkeeper stops it nicely. Intercepting nicely. It looks like Mills. So there goes Morton with a touch, pushing it forward. Running the left flank now. Dominica defending stoutly. Hard time spare goes down. There's no whistle. Dominica with the touch, trying to come forward. Is he open? Is he open? Is he open? Does he have the space? 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 There's a tangle of feet, and the whistle goes. It's against Dominica. They're applying some serious pressure again, just as they started the first half. Busy and applying serious pressure. Short passes for starters. Are they not happy with that? Indicating what he wants done. So he's saying it's a goal kick. So goalkeeper goes. So that's not the best of options, I thought. Right away applying pressure, and look at that pressure being put on his team. And now you would have to say got away with it. Maybe, maybe not, because had Dominica still applying pressure. The ball has been finally kicked out because of the pressure being applied by the Dominica team. Those rollouts, those short passes from the goalkeeper, somehow, especially with a team like Dominica looking that busy, looking that energized, looking that fit, you can't take those chances, I don't think. Need to get the ball clear of that area. So it's going to be a throwing now. Dominica with the throwing. Surprisingly, none of his players getting too close. I don't know why. Maybe it's going to be a strong throwing. Now they're getting closer. Now everybody looks busy. So, whistle, a little delayed. There's the throwing. There was Hard Times going forward. Ball being knocked wide on the left flank for Dominica, pushing forward. I don't think I saw this player on earlier in the first half. He pushes it back now to his teammate, trying to come forward. He's still moving forward. He's still going forward. He's still going forward. And the whistle goes. Quick pass off there. Hard times now with the run through Morton. Trying to set up the play, pushing it away from him. Drives now. Headed there by the Dominica player. Man goes down. Hard times player goes down. Referee is giving a card to the Dominica player. Hard times player going down. Hard fall that. And let's hope he's okay. He's still flat out and there's no doctor on the bench, is there? Well, normally they bring out a bottle of water. I think Veli Maynard is the man who normally comes out, but this is not Veli Maynard. Somebody, oh, that must be Laborde. No, Laborde is by profession a police officer. So when a police officer comes out to make sure his player is okay, I guess he'll want to arrest the offending player from the opposing team. But whatever he said, Laborde, it probably worked. The player is back on his feet, hopping and all. So, it's going to be a free kick from pretty close range. Is it? No, from far. Because, let's see. No, it's going to be Dominica's goal. So, Dominica with the ball, with the free kick. Hard times now trying to defend. Still pushing forward, Dominica. Hard times defending stoutly. Hard times on the left flank, running the left flank. The whistle goes. It's going to be Hard times ball. So Arden has been kept pretty busy. Has been a fast-paced game. He has had to make some quick decisions. So it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick. So let's see if he's going to go for the short pass or he's going to go big. He goes big. Dominica defending. Dominica with the touch. Dominica trying to move the ball around. Now he pushes, headed there. Dominica with a touch. Foot in the ear chest, trying to control. Hard times, Dominica. And he goes wide of the upright. He was rushing them. And somehow the Hard times players managed to keep it wide. So Dominica has won a corner kick. This is crucial. It's going to be interesting. Luxman, number 5, I think it is, takes the kick. Well, somehow, Hard times managed to keep it out because the goalkeeper parried it, lost control, and then the ball was loose and being knocked around, and the defenders somehow managed to keep it out. Well, that's a chance going a big in there for Dominica. Could have gone 2 goals up to 1. Now, Hard times trying to go forward. This is their chance now. But Dominica defending stoutly. Man goes down in spectacular fashion right away. Well, 2 men have gone down. 2 men flat out. That was a collision. And he was flying to the air in spectacular fashion. Now, Laborde needs more than water for this one. So 2 players being attended to at the same time. It was a collision of some ferocity there because they collided, I think maybe head on. Wow. One gets back on his feet. That's the Dominica player. The Hard times player is still down for the count. And you'll be hoping to see some movement in terms of him getting back to his feet. He is back on his feet. So good news. Great news. And Laborde has done his duty. Brought out the magic water. The impression that the player is actually being escorted off the field as well. Let's hope he'll be okay. But he's walking pretty briskly, almost like it's an independence march with Labor directing traffic, almost toe to toe. He's off for the moment. And after all of that, it looks as if it's going to be whose ball? Looks as if it's going to be Hardtimes' ball. Morton with the kick drives forward and just knocks it straight to the goalkeeper. Nobody there to follow through. Ball goes aerial. Goalkeeper. Now fight for ball control. Morton passes off and passes further right to the left, sorry. Whistle goes. And that whistle has been very busy all night, Odain. Trying to stay on top of a very busy game, fast-paced game. Has to concentrate a whole lot, the referee. Dominica pushing forward. Ball has been knocked out, so it's a throwing now for Hardtimes. Chested, maybe a little hand into it because Odain right away blew the whistle. So it's going to be a throw-in for Dominica. Tosser for ball control. The whistle goes once more. This time it's going to be Hardtimes' call. Morton chips it. And on the left flank, the Dominica defender knocks it out. So it's going to be a throw-in for Hardtimes. Morton has called for the ball. He has a very strong throw. There is the throw. It's right inside that danger area. Drives. That's a poor kick. That's an awful kick by the Hardtimes striker. Kicking it way out of the park. Dominica with the touch. Goes onto the left flank. He's trying to shake the Hardtimes player who gets a touch. And he's pushed asunder. Referee has spotted that. Calls it right away. Hardtimes will get a free kick. Will that ball be called out once more because the player stays flat again? Where's Laborde? By the look of things, the Hardtimes players need a doctor. Laborde was signaled, but he hasn't moved. Well, maybe he didn't pick up the signal. Or he says, I'm off duty for the remainder of the night. Laborde isn't moving. Arms folded. Looks as if somebody else is going to bring out some. Well, finally Laborde makes a move. I think he's just getting the memo that the player is hurt. Maybe Laborde has indicated that, hey, I'm a police officer, not a doctor. And he's been lifted off now, the player. So another Hardtime player goes down. Maybe that's a strategy by the Dominica team. Get a few off the field. Let us get a couple of the top players injured, and then we'll be good to go. Player has been left all alone, unattended. Let's hope he's okay, because he's still flat out. And out of that, it's going to be a free kick. One of the Dominica players still staying close. You need to give some space for that kick. I think the referee may be saying a few things as well to both players. So the Dominica player will have to move away from the ball, give Morton some space for that kick. So how will Morton handle this? He's not going to go straight for goal. He passes off. And rushing through Dominica, that's Hardtimes with the touch, peels off a right booter, and the man goes down. Ref The referee has to make a call here. Let's see what the call is, because I think the goalkeeper was involved in that tackle as well. Let's see what the call is. Hardtimes seem to be walking away, so it has to be a goal kick. Well, I think Laborde has finally gotten the memo that the player is really in trouble. And so he is going to try to do something. I think police officers would have some training in terms of first aid. Now, Dominica applying some serious pressure here. The whistle goes. Offside whistle. So maybe police officers have some training in first aid. There's the kick going forward. Let's see what happens. Chest controls, chips it, missed by the Dominica defender. Hardtimes still trying to go forward, passes for the left. There Dominica recovers and knocks it out. So obviously the Hardtimes player is in serious trouble because they haven't stayed so long with any one player in the 2 matches so far. There's the throw in, headed forcefully out. There's a throw in. Good strong throw in by Morton. Where's the ball? The ball is pretty close up the top there. Tussle for ball control. Hardtimes pushes further back. Morton with the touch, knocked out vigorously there by the Dominica player. Morton with another throw, another strong throw again. The ball headed out. And what's going to happen here now? Is it going to be a corner kick? Not sure. But the Dominicans defending their goal stoutly. I think it's going to be a kick this time. So Morton gives up the ball. And it's going to be a corner kick. Is it? Short passes. Trying to go forward now. He peels off. Good defensive work there. Peels off a left boot. Not timing it though. The Hardtimes player. The danger has been cleared for the moment. Dominica trying to run through. Hardtimes defending stoutly, sliding tackle there by the Dominica player. And a little pushing off there. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Certainly that's not what we want in these games. That is not what we want in these games. And let's see if the referee is going to issue any cards. There are no cards. Yes, somebody's given a red card. One player has been given his walking ticket, and it's from the Hardtimes team. And he's still saying a few things, well, maybe more than a few things. And he has to leave the camp. I don't know if the Hardtimes, any of the Dominicans will get a red card as well. Let's see, there's some debate out there. Auden is indicating something. Has one of the Dominicans been issued a red card as well? Well, the Hardtimes player wasn't fighting all by himself, I don't think. So, let's see. It seems as if he has been issued his walking ticket. He too has a few things to say. Well, not to the player who has walked off for Hardtimes, but maybe to the referee now. But he walks off. So he has also been issued his walking ticket. And that's not what you want to see in these games. No, he's going to explain himself, and he could explain himself from now until next year. Doesn't give him the right to be fighting during a football game. And after all of that, Hardtimes gets a free kick. Psychologically, both teams would be a little unnerved at this point. So, how is this going to be handled? It's going to be a free kick. And it's not from long range. It's within striking range. One of the good things that we saw there, though, is that I think both teams tried to get their players out of the tussle. Both teams, the teammates on both sides got involved, try not to fight, but to part, to separate. And so I thought that was good. The wall being formed now by the Dominica team. So let's see what happens. Morton is going to drive. Let's see how he handles this. He chips. He goes. Well taken there by the goalkeeper. Good interception. And the Dominicans warm to that. There's some support in the stands. Now Dominica rushing forward. Can he keep it in? He does. He's pushing forward. He's being pressured. He passes off, but to the wrong man. But he wants to go back to regain control. But the ball has been chipped up, not handled well though by the Hardtimes player. And back with Dominica now. Dominica now passes off on the left flank. Dominica now passes again. Dominica now being pressured. Now he knocks it forward. Morton chips it to his teammate. And the whistle goes. It's going to be Dominica's ball. Or they pointing towards us, meaning that it will be a free kick for the Dominica team. So he has had his hands full in this game so far, Oden. It has been a much busier game than the first game. Here's the drive. Morton heads it. Referee Oden gets out of the way. Dominica Do gets a boot on it. Goes wide on the right flank. He has room to drive. He doesn't. He passes off. And back now. Still with Dominica. No Hardtimes. No. Still with Dominica, says Oden. Pointing towards us once more. It's going to be another free kick from pretty close range. He should be driving from there, not passing. So let's see what he will be doing. Let's see how he handles it. The whistle goes. Let's see what happens here. Pressure on the Hardtimes team. He takes it on the face, number 12. I don't think he got that properly on the head. And is that Delvin Clark? I didn't even realize that Delvin Clark is a Dominican. From when did Delvin Clark become a Dominican? Well, Delvin Clark is playing for the Dominica team. Didn't handle that one too well. But he's a very busy player, I could tell you, Delvin. A very busy player, very dangerous player too. Normally very fit. Trying to come forward now. Chips it forward. Hardtimes. Pushed away. Looking for the referee to assist him. There was no whistle. Dominica now open. Dominica open. Chips it forward. Dominica now trying to turn. Passes. He drives. Sails over the crossbar. There's a groan from the fans. From the Dominica fans. Good try is the call. No. I think the defender could be in trouble here, Hamilton, because of something he said. And Oden is admonishing him. He isn't giving him a card, but he's telling him you can't say things like that. Not out loud. Said something about slapping him back in his mouth or something like that. No, you can't do that on a football field. It's not. USA, it's not Russia and Ukraine here. Morton keeps it in play. But Dominica responding with a strong kick. There's Hamilton going up with the head. No, Dominica. No, hard times. No, hard times. Open. Dominica with the touch. Dominica. That looks like Delvon Clark. He's a busy player. Sliding effort there. Ball been knocked out. Here goes. Trying to go forward now. Hard times. Swings it on the left flank. Hard times applying some pressure, but Dominica defending. Dominica keeping him at bay. And now Dominica trying to turn. Hard times trying to go forward. Morton passes up in front of the goal. He drives. Good defensive work there by Dominica. Putting his body on the line there and knocking it out. Now hard times again with the drive. Hard times with the drive. Hard times with a possible drive. Dominica defending stoutly. And so the danger cleared. Dominica comes away the ball. Running the left flank. Now hard times trying to defend. There's the control by the hard times player. Knocks it forward. Good response there by Dominica. Hard times though rushing forward. Dominica again responds. And the whistle goes. Our then points towards the opposite end away from us. It means that is a free kick for hard times. And it's going to be taken by Morton. So Morton will take this one. Dominica player staying close, but once Ardain gets back here, he'll be indicating that he must give some space. Looks as if there's another player injured. It looks as if it's another limping hard times player. That reminds me, where's the player who was here? Here's Morton. Who was wide on the right flank. Here's a possible drive. Well, good defensive work there by Dominica. Dominica now on the offensive, but hard times marking him tightly. And so hard times still being pressured. Now Delvon Clark waiting for it. He now has to shake. He passes off. He gets some help. No, Dominica with a possible run through here. Delvon Clark passes back. Maybe that's an error. Yeah, that definitely was an error. But Dominica with another touch drives off target. A bit of a groan as he realized that he peeled off the right booter without any sense of direction on that occasion. Again, we saw that short pass, but the referee stopped the play because I think there's a substitution call. So a player goes off for Dominica, a player comes on for Dominica, fresh legs on. Again, that short pass, just because he has the players in that general area, but still applying pressure. There is the Dominica player taking the ball away. That's what I was talking about. Morton knocks it out. And so it's going to be a throw-in for Dominica. Those short passes, 90% of the times, the goalkeeper applies pressure to himself, basically. Pressure being applied here by Dominica. But hard times defending stoutly. Now hard times would go on the offensive if he can control it. Pushes forward, maybe too hard. The goalkeeper. It's gone in. It's gone in. It's gone in. Hard times has scored. Good follow through. And left the goalkeeper stranded. And hard times has scored in the dying moments of this game, make that 2-1. So most times when hard times seem, well, the Dominicans seem to be on top in terms of the pressuring and the chances created. When the big chance comes, it seems as if hard times does better, but then Dominica can still come back as they did previously. Let's see what happens here. Still some time left in this game. Still could be interesting. Morton swings it. Now there's the player. The ball is airborne and will go out. Here's a throw in for Hard Times. Dominica responds quickly. They know that time is running out. They want to equalize at least. No, Dominica passing around. Now Delvin Clark drives. Nice setup there. Good work there by the defense for Hard Times. Good work again. But still Dominica with a touch. Dominica with a touch. But Hard Times comes over with it. Dominica still applying pressure. Dominica still applying pressure. Man has been tossed asunder. And still with the ball, Dominica. Oh, he's very annoyed as the player there. And I think Odin is going to give a warning, maybe. Oh, there's a man down. So I think he's telling them to simmer down. Seems as if tempers are flaring. And out of that, Dominica has a chance here with a free kick from striking range. So you know he's going to aim for goal. So let's see how he handles it. There's a there's a whistle. Maybe where they were. Again, Odin having a word with the players. Seems as if tempers are really flaring out there. And as a peace officer, I think the first thing he wants is peace. And if he doesn't get that, he might just arrest one or two of them. May have a couple of handcuffs in his pocket. So the kick is going to be taken again. Low flat kick. Goalkeeper grabs onto it as there was Delvin Clark flying through, looking for that chance. But no, applying some pressure now of their own. But Dominica defending stoutly, pulls it away. So now player goes down, but Dominica still fighting through. Passes off nicely. Little tangle of feet, but good response there. That looks like Hamilton peeling off a good strong left booter, clearing the danger for the moment. But again, the persistent Dominicans coming forward, sliding tackle there, and knocks it out by the. I wonder if that was Morton. But still with Dominica on the right flank, being pressured, running the line, and let's see. It's going to be a goal kick. Jasmine Charles right on spot. Again, that short pass. Again, I don't like that. From none of the teams, I don't like that. Knocked out there by the Dominica player. Finding that he was being pressured, decides to kick it out. Still 2-1. Time must be running out on this game. And to do 90 minutes of football, you have to have some level of fitness. Seriously, must be pretty fit. A little bit of push in there. Man goes down. Hard Times with the touch. Passes back to Hamilton. Hamilton knocks it forward. Morton misses. Now it's back with Dominica. Morton comes away with it though. Rushing through. The whistle goes. And let's see what the call is. Dominica rushing for the ball. So it means that it's Dominica's ball. So it's going to be, no, is it Dominica's ball? Well, that's interesting. It wasn't Dominica's ball, but Morton was taking his time to go for the ball. And the Dominican rushed for the ball because they know time is running out. and they want the action to continue. So here goes now. Dominica with a run through. Dominica with a possible run through. Dominica passes off. Pays Delvan. Passes off quickly. Still with the ball. Still with the ball, Dominica. But taken away. No. Nice work there by knocked out. Quick work by number 16. The crowd has improved as the night progressed. They're down there in spaces. Dominica with the touch. Dominica with the touch. Here's Dominica trying to set up the play here. Gets some space. Peels off. Well, this is dangerous. But Morton, man was trying to hold on to Morton there, but Morton comes away with the ball and hits it straight to, but he hits it back into him. Now he has to, now it has to, here's a chance, here's a chance, here's a chance for Dominica. Pressure being applied by Dominica. And now he retreats. So trying to get some space. Passes off now, but Hardtimes with the touch. Dominica back with the touch. Dominica Hardtimes now back with the touch. Dominica forces through. The whistle goes. And the audience says, I've seen enough of that. It's going to be a kick for Hardtimes. So Dominica trying in the dying moments of this game to equalize. Almost desperation here. Hamilton, short pass. Morton hits it hard up top. And on the left flank, Dominica fighting for ball control. Is he free? The goalie will get to it. And no, he allows it to go out. So it's going to be a goal kick. So, goal kick for Dominica. 2-1, Hardtimes leading. Minutes running out on this one. Desperation times here, trying to equalize Dominica there, trying the utmost, giving it their all. Here's where Hardtimes will have to plan their strategy. Are they going to just try to hold on to this slim lead, or are they trying to score again in the dying moments of this game? What is the plan? Here's the flowing. Running the line nicely, knocked out. And it's going to be Dominica's ball. Ball coming off the Hardtimes player. Here's the flow in. Tangle of feet. Delvon Clark looking busy. Sliding effort there by Hardtimes. Knocks it forward now. And Dominica under some pressure, but responding well. But Hardtimes staying with him, staying with the program. The ball has been knocked out. Man is down though in the meantime. This is a game that I would not play. Not even if the pay was triple. It's too many knocks and knockdown and knockbout, really. This game of football. Pleasurable to watch. A pleasure to watch, but could be pretty painful. And sometimes some lifelong injuries result. Dr. Laborde is back out. By now he could be a judge. He has been around the judge for so long that could be a magistrate by now, Laborde. Whatever he said, the player is back on his feet. He didn't walk with any water. He didn't walk with anything. He just said something. Maybe he said the judge would want to see in his chambers. The player got back to his feet pretty quickly. So here goes. Action continues. And exchanges now. Knocked forward now. Where's the goalkeeper? He reacted slowly, I thought. And he's playing around with the ball, but finally holds on to it. But I thought he reacted a bit slowly there, as if he was waiting for his defensive player to handle it. Now trying to go forward on the left flank is Hardtimes. No, still Hardtimes. Knocks it. Oh, great work there by the Dominica defender. Now Drives forward, Delvon Clark. The busy Delvon Clark. The busy Delvon Clark. No. Well chipped forward. And the goalkeeper just grabs onto it. Crowd a bit disappointed with that. Playing around with the ball. Here's the goalie. Not the best of kicks. Poor kick that by the goalie. And then here's the kick. Here's a kick. Here's a kick. Here's a chance. Stops it. Stops it. Well, well, well. It's all action in the dying moments of this game. No, Hardtimes applying some pressure at the top. Hardtimes applying some pressure at the top. We remember something like this happened earlier. Oh, the goalkeeper grabs it. Well, 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 the crowd is buzzing. The game is almost done, but it's a lot of action. Well, well, well. So, both teams applying pressure. Maybe Dominica applying more pressure. Now, Dominica trying to come forward on the left flank. They're looking busy. They're looking busy. Dominica really looking busy. Even though they might be tired, all the players are tired. Hardtimes gets a touch. Passes off nicely. Morton. Pushes forward. Pushes forward still. Hardtimes trying to go forward. Goes wide on the right flank. Pushes forward. He's going forward now. Rushing forward now. Rushing forward now. Being heavily marked. Drives. The goalkeeper grabs onto it. Good interception. The Dominica fans are screaming their support. So Hardtimes applying some pressure of their own here. Now Dominica trying to respond. Dominica now trying to respond. Still with the ball. Dominica. Minutes running out on this game. You expect to hear the final whistle shortly. Delvon Clark trying to set up the play here. Delvon Clark is open, but he's being heavily marked. He is trying to turn. He's trying to find some space. Yeah, he goes wide. Nicely intercepted there by the Hardtimes defender. Hardtimes now trying to go forward. Hardtimes trying to go forward. Hardtimes trying to shake that man. He tries hard. He's running forward nicely. He's solo run. He needs some help. He's going forward. He's brought down. There's a call, but there's no whistle. Well, not in favor of Hardtimes. But it was a bit of a solo run, an exciting solo run. But it's back now with Dominica applying some pressure of their own. The speedy Delvon Clark is open on the left flank. Here he's going to try to pass. He passes off. Passes back. Delvon Clark intercepts. And he has some space. He still has space. Being heavily marked though. And passes it around now. And the whistle goes. Yellow card being issued to one of, well, looks as if two players have been issued with yellow cards. So Ordain has been kept really busy. And it looks as if resulting out of that will be a free kick for Dominica. Or is it? I'm not sure. The referee will make that call. There's a debate. So let's see what the referee will decide. He is the one in charge. He has the ball. He decides where the ball is going to be placed. The Dominicans are flanking him. He decides that the ball is placed here. That's where you're going to kick from. The player moves the ball closer. The referee didn't look back. The player is saying, look here. They moved the ball. The referee says, you don't tell me anything. But he didn't look back to see that they had moved the ball. They definitely moved the ball forward. The referee is going to allow it though. Back turned and all. So the Dominicans would have moved the ball closer. Here's a chance for them. Oh, shot. Kicks it out. Keeps it out. Brilliant. And they're rushing for the ball, the Dominicans. Trying to keep the action going. They know that the minutes are running out. And so they're saying, get it going quickly. The whistle goes. So the whistle is gone, but he's delaying. He heads it out. So it's going to be another corner kick. It's going to be another corner kick. Seconds, we understand. Somebody says seconds. Is it going? The referee looks at his watch. Seconds. Is it going to be a goal in the final moments of this game? Hard times. Wouldn't want that to happen. I think it happened in the last game, you know, when the scores were tied up. So let's see what happens here now. Headed out again. Seconds. They're looking at the referee. The referee hasn't blown that whistle as yet. Well, Hard Times applauding. They have kept it out for the moment. You could see the dejection in the shoulders of number 8 for Dominica. Well, it's grueling, tense times here at the Mondo. They have worked hard. I don't think Dominica has conceded as yet. They still believe. Morton probably thinking, what will I do? What can we do to secure this? They have heard that there are seconds in the game, but those seconds must be Guyanese seconds, because if it was indeed seconds, if there were seconds, they should have gone already. So the Hard Times players were all boosted up, saying that there were seconds in the game. But let's see what happens. The referee has the whistle. Morton goes hard upfield. Goes further right. Drives forward. Nicely intercepted there by the Dominica player. That might be the whistle. That might be the final whistle. That is the final whistle. The seconds really worked. And Hard Times has won. 2-0. Hard Times has won. It was a hard-fought game. And out of that, Hard Times comes away the winner. That's how we leave you from the Mondo.